Channel, and this is Ochibela. So today I have a prompt interview for my husband. You know, he's a Uber driver, so at times he comes back home in the house. Hey, he's not even talking. You are asking him the problem. So today I want to know, is it clients making him to behave like that or not? I've not told him that I have an interview for him, but I just want to ask him some of the questions because, you know, so many people are going through different things. You know, so many people are doing this job, but since that they have, since that some of the things that are going through, maybe there's somebody going through the same thing my husband is going through. So today I have a prompt interview for him. So by the way, we are going to see their in-law. We are going to see Mama, and as we travel, I want to ask him some of the questions. This is the car he's using for the job. Let's wait for him. Yeah, yes, we want to remove that car from parking. That somebody was parked in front of us, so we just want to remove it. Then we continue. Okay. Let's wait, let's see, let's just wait to see. Let's wait to see. I want to hear today. Your tabia ya kununa, it has to end, okay? It has to end. You're just going to see Mama. So let's wait and see. I want to hear today, you know? I didn't want to ask him in the house, but I just wanted it to be a prompt interview. Yeah, I wanted it to be a prompt interview. Let's wait. Okay, there he is coming. Let's wait for him. Okay, let's wait for him. He's coming. Today, this is my little dream. Today,
hello guys.
hi.
This is Ochibela, the one and only, born and bred in Kenya. So today I just decided that we have to go out and just chill somewhere in one of these nature reserves. So I'm not really sure where we're going to, but we are heading first to my mom's place, pick my sister, then go pick my friend somewhere in South Sea. And then after that we'll see on what will happen. We're not really sure where we're going to, but today we just wanted to go to the nature reserve. One of the nature reserves, if not all of them. There are like 3 I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of one of the Ngong nature reserves, and there's another one, either Karura, depending on how we feel today. That's what we're opting to do today. And of course, I hope my weekly salary will be out, so we can go munch on something. You know, I'm a big fan of meat, my guys. Yeah, big time, man. Anything meat, man. I'm a big fan of anything meat. So that being said, I'm already feeling hungry. So right now it's time to head to my mama's place. The problem is that I cannot play my radio because it is messed up. The Android thing does not have that password thing. If you guys have bought these Japanese cars, you know that when they come to Africa, the radio thing is always an issue. If your car goes off and goes back on again, if not necessarily off, it's just like resetting the whole system. Then it brings for you like some security code you have to put there, and I've been tired of changing the security code every day. I always have to call someone and I forget to always save it somewhere. Anyway, it's time to head to. Actually, the car is pretty dirty, but I'm not gonna wash it today. It looks like it's going to rain. I'll wash it a bit later.
Why? Why?
Yo, if I wash it now, then it gets rained on and then come back to the same mud. It's like I'll be washing this thing twice.
Oh.
You know, it's too much work.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's too much work. And being a Sunday, man, so I want us to just go like this fast. But it's not that dirty. My car is always a bit clean. So that's more like it. Yo, we have some issues with this tripod, man. We are using these car phone holders and the portals in Umoja right now, man. After the rains, yo,
it's shaking
everything. So I'm trying to fix it as we maneuver these potholes. My goodness. You'll have to bear with me until when I get good stuff to hold, and let's say just good instruments. Until the day I get a chance to have good instruments. For now, bear with me. We are doing it the Juakali way, which means just the normal artisan way. Yeah, this is the Juakaliest of Juakali we can ever do.
Hey, I'm surprised today you are happy.
I'm always happy, man. Why should I not be happy? I always have to find a way to be happy. I cannot wait for anyone to tell me to be happy. That's another thing. I can't wait for anyone to tell me to be happy because I have to make myself happy first before I make any other person happy. How can I make someone else happy if...
It seems yesterday job you were 12.
Yesterday's job was excellent. Man.
That's why you are happy.
Of course.
At times you're not always happy like that. No.
Well, it depends how my job goes, you know. At times, the jobs are kind of crazy. Being an Uber driver, at times, your job might be very hectic. You might be either dealing with the clients that really do not respect you as just a human being or an Uber driver.
Yeah.
But then there are those who always will just want to just try and sit on you. And yesterday, I'm very thankful. Yesterday, I had very nice clients. Those clients were really nice to me, and we talked a lot, bonded a lot. Yesterday was one of the best days. Let me say, if I get a client that is always very welcoming, is always open to talking, does not have these restrictions on listening to music, because I love music, man. I like someone who can listen to music and even just still make a conversation that builds at both. It doesn't have to be necessarily have a certain topic, or we can just communicate, because meeting someone the first time and you have to connect with them is quite tough,
Yeah.
And the thing that I've come to notice that I can bond with almost anyone. I came to understand that I can bond with almost anyone, and that I think that is a big skill. I cannot call it a skill, but it's something based in my character. I'm just open and I can just bond with anyone. As long as there's peace there, I'm there. As long as there's peace there, I'm there. So being a Sunday, I don't feel that I usually don't go to work on Sundays because I prefer resting on the day. And then so that Monday I can wake up, push until things go my way.
Okay, now I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you feel the job? How is it? Do you like it? Is it are you doing it that you like it, or you are just forced emotionally?
Basically, I cannot say that I hate the job. A job is a job. It's only that I'm not really satisfied at the point I am at, because everyone has that feeling. So let me just say that being an Uber driver is not necessarily bad. You get to learn a lot of stuff through being an Uber driver. It's not only an Uber driver. Any jobs whatsoever that you might be holding at the moment, it does not mean it's bad. It's only that it's not meant for you. Because if you do something that you like, for sure you're going to put more effort in it. So the thing I usually do is that I usually make myself or program myself to like it. Because if I like it, I'll have to wake up early, and try to work as if I like it. You don't have to like it. Do it as if you like it. You get? Once you do it as if you like it, then that's a plus, basically. Yeah. It's a huge plus. For example, it's not that I've not gone to school. I'm very educated. to my as per my view, I'm very educated. I do have both bachelor's and master's in international relations. I have experience in work. I've worked with City Group, which was based in Poland. I've worked with some other places. There are other agencies, the best agencies that I've ever worked for. Like, for example, Africa Connect. Oh, that was one of the first NGOs that actually made me see light of day. That organization brought me to life. So thanks to Mr. James Omolo, that is the founder of Africa Connect. That guy, he really helped me to step up and see life in a very different perspective. Those are the guys that I met in Poland, actually, when I was studying in Poland. I studied in Poland for 7 years. I actually started with Russia, then went to Poland to study. Oh, yes I did. Yes I did. And yeah, most people actually usually ask, why is it that I am in Uber with all that qualifications? Well, I can say when life happens, it happens. We cannot change it.
Actually, that was the second question.
Yes.
But I see you've already answered it. I wanted to ask you what led you to be an Uber driver.
An Uber driver, okay.
Yeah.
The thing that led me to being an Uber driver is in 2019, I already finished my masters. So after finishing my masters, I really wanted to come home, spend time with my family, basically visit my mom, my sisters, and at least just get that feeling of home as I make my visa. So my stay back visa. So the moment I got here, Corona happened. So when I was traveling, I didn't know Corona was going to happen because I thought it was just a rumor because it was in China and most of it was just very secretive, or the doctor's been murdered and all that. So the thing that came to happen is that when I got here and the border just got closed, and then that's when the reality of what was happening hit me, is that I'm not going anywhere anytime soon because the border is closed. The border was totally closed. God damn, there's too much traffic today. I wish you guys could see. So I believe we'll have to look for another place to use. And this guy, I don't know where this guy is going to as well. There's no space in, there's no space out. Everyone is just turning wherever. But anyway, to cut the long story short, when I came back home and the borders were closed and there was no way for me to go back and just start living afresh. And so I had to wait for the thingy to open as well. How is it called? I had to wait for the embassy to be reopened as well. So for the embassy to be reopened, it took almost a year plus. And when it took that long, I went back and they told me that I cannot apply. My application is not valid, and that they said my application is not valid and that I just have to start applying again. Luckily, I landed a job with Erufi Africa Technologies. Actually, they're really good IT company. Those guys will do magic. I landed a job as a project manager. And since then, I tried working there, but for some time, then my skill set was not that I could not meet the skill set that they needed, because IT, that's a really new world for me. So and once they how is it called? Once they downsized the bit, I had to be let go because my services were no longer needed right there. And being an IT world, it was a really new world for me. Even I did my best though. I believe I really performed for the clients that I met. Thank you for the new contacts that I met that day. Thank you as well. That was a nice experience, because if you can think about it, I come from a background of international relations, which is just basically humanities and let's say arts, sociology and all that stuff. Some of the words are escaping me, the right words to say, but if you guys have done international relations, you know what it deals with. It's mostly social sciences, human behavior, political science, international affairs. They all compound in that one place. So after coming back, landing the job with Erufi Africa, which is a very nice IT company, they can do anything and give you whatever you want. irrespective of actually sometimes they're challenging, because sometimes clients may actually want some applications that are just been seen in sci-fi movies, but once an idea is not bad, but the idea of thinking that is possible is also not bad. It just shows that you're just human. You have that creative mind of trying to make your business go forward. So being in the IT world, it was a bit challenging. But I also the guys there, the directors, the founders, those guys are really nice to me. They really helped me. Mr. Gordon, that guy is one of the guys that life should really bless. Life should really bless him until he Shanghai. So while working in Erufi, Africa, then I had an opportunity to go to Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, I had some sort of internship. That's another story of another time. I really had a rough time in Sierra Leone, really, really, really rough. Life showed me dust, let's say. Life happened as it wanted, and I could do nothing about it. I thought that was my changing point, but I believe that was not, actually. As I say, I usually don't regret doing some things. For example, if I'm going to Sierra Leone, I believe I had to do that so that I could get something from that experience. And that experience actually really built me emotionally, spiritually. I actually came to know myself more. In Sierra Leone, that's a story that I'll give another day. And it's a really long story. I met a lot of nice people in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leoneans have really good hearts. I'm telling you, West Africans have really good hearts. Despite of what people say about West Africans, those guys are helpful. Even while I was in Poland, most of the guys that helped me were West Africans. And there's one guy known as Moses. Moses, he's not Nigerian actually. He's Ugandan who's lived in Poland for a very long time. Moses, that guy, when I was almost dead, I had a abdominal tuberculosis.
Almost dead?
I was almost dead, man. I was in the hospital for almost roughly a full year. Roughly a full year in the hospital. Yeah.
I can't stay even for 1 week.
Sorry?
I can't stay even for 1 week in the hospital.
Sometimes you may not know how strong you are until when you get to a position whereby you have to be strong. Then you notice how powerful you can be. There's something known as the mental state. If you can control your mind not to wander around, believe me, you can go through any challenges without even feeling like you're really going down. The thing with me is that I've grown knowing hardship. I've seen hardship throughout my life to a point where at times I get numb to some of the hardship. Like everyone else, I'm not saying that mine has been that bad. No. Life has been very, very grateful to me. Yeah. For example, from where I came from, I never knew I was even going to go abroad and study and have all those achievements. I'm always achieving. That's the good thing about God. God is always putting other things on my path. Some people call it life. Life can also be God, because at the end of the day, the essence of life, why is life coming from? The source of life. So life itself is God. God has been merciful to me. God has taught me, even though I've been going through hard times, that those had to happen, because if they don't happen to me, how would other people learn? You cannot always expect that you are the only one who's always going to learn from other people's life experiences. People have to learn from you as well. So the things that I've gone through, I really can't say that I feel bad about it. If I was brought back to this life, I think I'll do the same thing again and again and again, because it was meant to be. That's what life wanted it to be. And so let's go back to reason as to I never went back to Poland, because I'm sure that's what you're going to ask again. So after...
How did you know those were the questions?
Yeah, because that's the question most people ask me. And most of the guys do not know that.
And before you answer that,
yes,
what are some of the challenges you see as a Uber driver?
Oof. There are a lot of challenges. For example, let me say the main challenge. The main challenge is actually rogue matatu drivers. And these huge trucks. I spend a lot of time on the road just as they do. But the problem with matatu drivers is that the matatu will always bully you to the fullest. mostly being that you're an Uber driver. Some of the matatu people, they see as if you're taking clients away from them. That's because I remember there's a time I was in Italy, and I had an altercation with that driver, a driver who actually never wanted me to drop a passenger next to the stage, and that stage is every car to stop, because that's the meaning of a bus station, or a just station, a bus stop itself. So I was dropping there. I was dropping one of my clients there, and the driver just came out from nowhere and he just started shouting at me just because I'm an Uber driver. Because they feel like I'm taking more. It's not that I'm taking more. If even for me to get to the point that I am, I gave more. You know, because I needed this. It's not that I deserve it better. No, it's only that I believe I did more to get here. And everybody's path is totally different. And the other hardship I get in being an Uber driver is sometimes you get some really impolite clients. Some clients are they can really make you think about life in ways that you never thought of them. Because people are rude. People are rude out here, my guy. People are rude. Also, being an Uber driver, most of them just think that you've never gone to school, you're not knowledgeable. They always think that you're illiterate. You know, most of the clients, once you're in an Uber car, they usually think that for you to be respected in the society, you have to be all educationally fit. You know, sometimes you cannot be fit there. You're not blessed with that. But let's say, I'm not saying I'm not educationally fit. I've studied. I have the knowledge. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm proud of where I am right now. Yeah. Because if you see from where I came from, living from Bahati, or just not being exposed to the outworld, going to Russia in the beginning, as in it was just rough. Actually, it was rough. My introduction to Europe was rough, but I made it through though, because you know it's not all about the education that you have that will make you survive. At times it's just the knowledge and the heart. Mostly the heart. If you decide that you want to do something and you just put your heart into it, my guy, you're going to achieve anything. And this, I think I got this through from my mom. My mom is a pusher. My mom pushes, man. My mom is a hustler. She'll hustle hard. You can imagine a woman who it's almost like she took almost the whole family to school, man. Single woman with just the basic government salary. That woman is a superstar.
So we say it mwanamke bomba.
Mwanamke bomba, I'm telling you. That woman is a superstar, man. I really don't know. Most of the time people will always ask me who's my role model. I usually say my mom, because I've seen her work her ass off, man. I've seen her work her ass off, and I think I took most of that from her. And so then after going to Sierra Leone, that's where I went there. I spent like around 4 months there of hardship, man. I went there, I thought the things that were going to happen could not happen, but I love the Sierra Leoneans. The Sierra Leoneans were very kind to me to a point that I thought I was going to suffer, but I met people there who really helped me, held my hand. I almost became homeless. Some people just came and helped my hand. There's some people that I don't want to call their names until they gave me their full consent. Someone, like I just say their name, there's someone known as Francis. Someone known as there's someone else known as Eric Mutisia, Mutulia. Those are the people who really helped me there, man. There's this guy who was known as Mr. Daga in Sierra Leone. That guy really held my hand. That guy held me up to a point whereby I could not believe that a stranger, we shared nothing in common. It's the same people that helped me in Poland. You know, I've come to know people's goodness and kindness when I've been traveling a lot, because those are the guys who've shown me a lot of love when I really needed it. When I was homeless, there are some people who just came. Actually homeless, whereby I shared the house with some other people, you know. Out there is not easy, mostly if you just come from a gap background whereby you have to eat from hand to mouth and you cannot ask for money from back home. If you ask for money from back home, how do you expect the rest behind you to survive and live? You know, it's not that easy. But then there's some people like Mr. Daga, the watchman that was working for Mr. Daga, his employees. Those guys were really nice to me. Those guys would encourage me every day, every night. Actually, in the 3 months that I lived there, man, when I was living at Daga's homestead, I wasn't even paying rent, man. Who gives you a whole house without paying rent, man? I lived in a mansion, man. A whole mansion without paying rent, man.
That's a good guy.
Man, that guy is good, man.
That's a good guy.
And that, you know, that house, he will have given it to the expatriates because he used to lease his house. He used to rent his houses to the expatriates. He gave me that house to stay there until my time to come back to Kenya got there. Man, I went through a lot there, but anyway, I'm glad that I went through that. I'm happy that I went through that. I really appreciate everything I've had. Actually, the experience, that experience, nobody has actually gotten that experience because nobody knows how it is to feel pain. Nobody knows how it is to get help. Not everybody knows it. I'm not saying nobody, but most people don't. But the moment you get that experience, my God, you'll appreciate life. You'll appreciate people who are around you, man.
Yeah.
There are things that you'll appreciate, the small things that you appreciate. Most people will might not know why you're behaving the way you're behaving, or the character that you have, but the shape up always comes from what you've gone through.
Exactly.
But yeah, as for me right now, I think I'm grateful for every person that has gone through my life, including the bad clients, the good clients, but mostly the good clients, man. The good clients, those guys usually help me. I have some few offline clients. Man, yo, those guys have been really nice to me. People who will show you love. They can see through your pain even if before you talk. I've met clients who just tip me. I'm not saying you have to tip me, but they just tip me because they feel like I'm doing a good service, the better job. They keep on encouraging me to do that. Well, so being in Kenya now, I've tried looking for jobs, man. I tried looking for jobs and things could not happen. So with the help of my mom and we tried so much. We got a car and I started doing Uber. And after doing Uber, Uber is not an easy journey because if you see most of these Uber drivers, we go through a lot of mental issues, you know, because you have to deal with everyone's mental problems, everyone's demon. You'll find someone that who's happy, but when they treat you nice. Some people are just straightforward, rude and kind. They'll talk to you as if you don't deserve being alive. You know, it's tough. At times you just don't want to talk because, man, sometimes you sit down, bills are waiting for you. You have to pay bills, you get sick. The money that you think you're going to put on these bills just goes off. Then you go to town, you meet the kanjo, that is the city councils. Man, those guys will frustrate you, man. And already you have stress. I've seen a lot of Uber drivers almost break down in the streets, man. You cannot understand how the Uber drivers feel until you become one yourself. It's hectic, man. It's hectic, but you see, most of the Uber drivers will always find place for them to just hold on and just make a client happy, give the best customer service, but it's difficult. But enjoyable, you know. The first thing I say is that for you to be an Uber driver, or just any job, you have to love it. You have to force yourself to love it. You have to make yourself love it. So that's the reason I've existed here for long. I think for now I've had like 2 years in Uber, and I'm still searching for jobs though. I'm still searching for jobs. I'm also still I'm actively searching, but it doesn't say I have to get a blue collar job. No, I'm also a big fan of farming. I think I and my wife right here, we've been thinking of doing farming for a very long time. Actually, this is my wife.
I'm just your wife for now.
My interviewer for now. So we've been thinking of doing farming. Actually, she has chicken. She's a farmer as well, upcoming farmer. Yeah. So hopefully one day you'll be eating chicken from our farm.
From my farm.
From which farm of yours?
My farm.
I have the right to eat chicken there, so our farm. You do the business part, I do the eating part. The testing part is just mine. So our farm. Our farm. My job is to eat. So without someone to eat that chicken, it's not your farm. It's just your farm. Since I'm the first tester, I test every chicken. I will eat all the stock. I don't think I eat all the stock.
All my stock.
Why should I eat vegetables?
Oh my God.
I am anti-vegetable, my friend. The only vegetable I can eat is kale.
Security will be tight unless you buy from me. That's business.
This is how boy children are under siege. Boy children are under siege.
He has to buy because that's a business. No?
Boy children are under siege. We can see, we can attest. Boy child is under siege.
Okay, guys, we've now reached.
Yeah, we've reached
Mom's place.
mom's place.
Yeah.
It's time to go out right there. She lives somewhere up there. She works with the government, actually. Oh, I'm telling you. Actually, I have parents that work in the government. I'm telling you, there's some few things that, you know, if you see your parents, it's a big achievement for me.
Yeah.
You know, for the life we've gone through, you know, I'm proud of this woman. I'm proud of my mom, and I'm proud of my dad, man. I'm proud of my people. I'm proud just of my family, man. I think you should the days that you meet my family, you'll know that these guys are really grateful. They really have a good heart, man. Those guys have taught me a lot. My family, starting from my brother-in-laws to my sisters-in-laws. I'm telling you, man, it's those guys will teach you a lot, man. And so
now today have known why you usually change your modes.
Man, it's very difficult to change.
Clients, matatu,
truck, city council. At times,
that's the reason. That's what I wanted to know. Actually,
rogue police. You know, the rogue police will just see you. You're just a young man in an Uber car. The first thing they start thinking, oh, this guy has money. I'll have to extract you. Then you get some good police, man. There's some good police out here, man. There's a police that will serve you even if you've made a mistake. Those guys will be like, yo, Baba, you've made a mistake right here. Yeah. But let me show you how not to make a mistake. I've met such kind of policemen. There's some good security details out here, man. I've met army people who are really nice. Those guys are just kind. They're just human like you. But there's some people who use their power for their own benefit. They really make you feel like life is not worth it. Yeah. But then I've met people who, man, I've met police, man. These people in uniform, they also have a life that, man, respect those guys, man. Those guys will make sure that you are safe. Imagine that guy has to risk their body out here just for you to survive, man. You know, if you sit down and talk to those people, you understand how much they risk and how much they put in line, man, just for you to have this kind of peace. Man, peace is not free, man. Peace is not free. Someone has to die for you to exist. Someone has to cut a finger, man, for you to have that shoes to drive, man, to walk on, man. Man, someone has to cut a toe, man, for you to have that Mercedes that you're driving right now. Man, someone has to, for my clients to pay the kind of money I have, man. They have to sweat day and night, man, to get that money to give me for them to feel the comfort, man. We always have to survive on everyone, man. That's why I usually try my best to live nicely with everybody.
Okay, guys, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, and comment. Yeah,
we'll be later going to pick one of our friends. Then from there, first we're going to pick my sister. Then after that, go pick one of our friends, and then we'll know where to head to after that. But be posted.
Subscribe.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?